Shemai GTA chums, the Imponte Nightshade is on offer, which is for 292 grand. That is an absolute bargain for what you're getting. For classic cars, it's a muscle car, but for classics, you could have the Casco as an alternate, but it's not really, that's not a muscle car. Not the same thing at all, but here she blows. You also have the Beta Dukes on offer. This is the other muscle car that's on discount this week, but for my money, I'd probably go with the Nightshade, just because you can get the standard Dukes for 62 grand. But the Beta Dukes, we'll have a look at that later, and maybe I'll change my mind about it, but I suspect I probably won't. But they're both good. They're both good, and both good value as well. So first we're going to customize it, and then I'm going to show you what it can do. It can pull wheelies, but it is a muscle car. So for that reason, we're going to try and build it like a muscle car. I'm not sure about this extended chin. I'm quite happy with I'd have it chinless if I could. Rear bumper. Oh, you can put the wheelie bars on. We're not going for this one. That's the baby's rules. But it helps you to pull more stable wheelies, but you can't pull longer wheelies if you put the wheelie bar on. Exhaust. What have we got on? So we got the stock. Oh, side exhaust. Yeah. Now, yeah, I wasn't going to put that on, but maybe it'll help my wheelie. Maybe it'll sustain it if I have that. If that protrudence has gone away. So for that reason I'm going to put it on. I'm not sure I like the side exhaust as much as the back though. But that's for wheelie purposes. I'm sure it has no effect, but physically you'd expect it to have an effect. The hood. Scooped hood. Oh, I've already kind of upgraded this a little bit. I've had this car for a long time, but I've not done a video upgrade, if that makes sense. For the YouTubes this is one I bought millions of years ago because I like the look of it. It's great. It's a Trans Am. It's a classic, super classic. I remember these in films. I'm not going to go big, and I'm happy with the vent. I think that is where that's where it's at. The scooped hood for me, or the performance hood. One of those two are the best ones, but I'm going to go with the scoopy still. Lights, plate. What have I got on the plate? Fun time. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Respray and roll cage. So primary color. I'm not sure where I'm going to go with this. I remember that the Firebird had the wings on the front, didn't it? And it was black in the film Smokey and the Bandit, I think it was. The Trans Am, but that's a later version. The Firebird. I think this is a GTO, is it? Trans Am. Can someone tell me in the comments? Because I get confused between which Trans Am is which. To be quite honest, I remember them from films, but this is to me the best looking Trans Am. I think it really is. It's such a beauty. You look at the curves on it. They've really captured it nicely. Really have. I'm not super familiar. I've not been watching films with Trans Ams in for a long time, and obviously in UK car meets you don't have these. So right. Anyway, so I've waffled on a bit there, haven't I? Oh, look at that! Look at that carbon black. I would have thought it looked so nice. Look at that. That's very nice. I like that. Carbon black. Anthracite black. I mean, that looks great, but I think we are doing a nice build, a kind of maybe bright colours. I don't know. I'm not. My expectations were to put something bright on this. Ideally orange, sunrise orange. The orange looks so good. It really does. But we've got that black stripe through the middle, and I quite like that as well. So we're thinking about it. We have another orange, we have a yellow. See, I can't even remember what colour I remember these cars in. Oh, look at that, midnight blue. Referee. If we could get maybe a white secondary on that, maybe. I don't know. That looks nice though, doesn't it? I'm gonna go with it. Why not? I wanted to go for a bright colour, but I've not. So let's just stick with that. Oh, purple. What was the bright purple? Shafter. Bright purple, there we go. That looks good as well, but I'm going to go with that. And secondary colour, let's just have a look at the classics, see what they colour up. I think it's the middle, the centre stripe, so that's silver. Let's look at what white looks like. Frost white. I think it might be too much white, I'm not super certain about that. If we're going to go for something like the black, actually, it does have a stripe, but it's a secret stripe. You see that? And it's cheap, and it's free. A roll bar. Oh, it covers up the colours of roll bars up as well. So I've put a full roll bar in. Why have I done that? Proper hot rod. Obviously, I'm planning on doing some track action. Okay, I'm quite happy with that. I think that's badass. I'm going to leave it like that. Crew emblem on the door. Alright, that's enough. Roll cage. You know, in this build, I'm tempted to remove the roll cage just to go with the classic look. And the roll cage, it does have those nice lines. That's a nice feature. And you have is that the nitrous in the middle there. But it doesn't have nitrous, so for that reason, it's a no from me. Spoiler. Now, this thing could use a spoiler, perhaps, to help it get around corners, give us a bit more traction. That would be... Oh, actually, but I didn't put one on. I think it would have to be probably some kind of ducktail if we're going to go for one, just to add a bit of extra traction. But I like it without. I think it's classic without. So maybe not the drag wing, but the ducktail for me is the only choice. If you're going to put one on, I don't like the jeb ends in the Nightshade symbol, so I'm going to go with that one. That's, as far as I'm concerned, that's the only option of a spoiler, 0 or that one. We have sport suspension. I think you're going to need it, although it probably doesn't have a massive difference, but it's going to give you a bit of performance. Transmission is all done. Wheels, so I'm assuming I put muscle car rims on. Did I put muscle car rims on? Muscle Freak. All right. I like these rims. I like them anyway. They dip in a bit. You see, they go in. They've got innies. The stock wheels look like that. Oh, the stock wheels are utterly wrong. Yeah, you need to remove them as soon as you can. But Muscle Freak are actually good. The Cracker. What else could we have? The Drag SPL are nice. If we're going for muscle rims, and the Spooner, it's a classic. But you're missing the brake caliper if you put the Spooners on. Same with the Dodman. And the Mercenary. I don't know. I've seen the Mercenary now. I can't unsee that. The Muscle Freak is good, but the Mercenary is probably better, so I'm going to put them on. I don't want to put the same one on the Duke's one, though. I'm going to do the Duke's one in a bit. Right, that's the rims. Colour-wise, I'm thinking black is good, but let's have a look at gold. Not gold, but the one that looks like gold. There it is. Dark copper. Just to add something a bit different, because I think we're running into the kind of boring, kind of predictable land if we keep it black. Dark ivory is nice as well. I know it's nearer to black, but that is one to consider. Let's have a look, see if there's any other good colours. Olive green, I like that one. Dark green and olive greens are nice. Like a dark blue, midnight purple would work, but it's probably cheaper to get black. Alright, I'm happy with that choice. Where are we now? We need tyres. Tyre enhancement, just check. The bulletproof, of course they are. We need some good smoke. Let's put red smoke on. Windows. Do we want to limo them out? Well, it's a classic car. I would go for a light smoke, mainly. Yeah, light smoke would work. I think we'll go with that, because it is a classic car, and it's kind of reflecting what we had. So there we go. 8 minutes. Wow, that took a while. What a difference. That is nice. You've got to admit, that's brilliant. Daylight. There we go. About time. Every time I log into this game, it's night time. This is a muscle car. This is a mighty fine muscle car, and this is the muscle car discount of the week. It's got to be. Just for the pure looks of it, it's such a beautiful car. So much. I mean, it's better looking than the Beta Dukes. That's because the Beta Dukes is beaten up. But the standard Dukes is only 62 grand. Very different looking car, but a classic, iconic car as well. The Challenger, isn't it? Charger. Oh, I get those two confused. Did I get it right? Challenger? Oh Christ, I don't know now. Get confused with certain words. That is the dream, isn't it? But yeah, this is classic performance. So classic muscle car performance. Acceleration isn't great. The engine sound is nice though, and you know it's not too sloppy on the suspension either. You know it is kind of a muscle car classic suspension, but it's as good as you're going to expect. It's respectful to the original, and what a power side! Come on, get out of that. I think I'm feeling the benefit though of putting that ducktail spoiler though. I think it really makes it's really a helpful addition for traction. Oh no, I've come to this point again. Why do I always come to this point? I have to smash it over here. It's never a good idea to come this way. Oh, I managed it. Excellent. So that is a nice car. That is a nice build. Let's have a look at the wheelies though. Now earlier I was finding these, when I first got this car, I really found the wheelies difficult. But I've got a bit better at the wheelies, I think. Actually, let's go for a proper straight. Nice. Listen to that engine. That's phenomenal. Not bad, not bad. I think, I think that that lack of exhaust does help you get a bit higher. Get out of my way, mate. I'm going to go for a bit of a wheelie session. So handbrake on, acceleration to the maximum, right? And then you let off the handbrake just as the front of the bonnet, yeah? As the bonnet gets to its maximum height, take off the acceleration really quickly, but put it back on again straight away. It's a real knack to it. This is keyboard and mouse, by the way. If you're using a joypad, I think it's like 20% or 30% power, and that'll get you the same effect. Perhaps even better. Maybe I've got my percentages wrong there, I'm not sure, because I kind of do it by feel, you know, so I can't see what my fingers are doing. I don't know what percentage power it is, but it's a great car. You've got to buy it. If you like the classic Trans Ams, oh, it's such a dream. It's, you know what, it's feeling like I said, like I think I said I was talking about the Italy GTO being discount of the week, but I'm beginning to wonder if that's wise, whether it shouldn't be this. I mean, it's such a nice car. It's so cheap, so super cheap for what you get. You know, customization, it's not immense, but it's not nothing. You know, you can. Oh, get out of my way, man. You can add some differences to the bonnet. The two-tone colour as well, with the stripe through the middle. It's not a livery, no, it's not. But it's one livery. If you could call it one livery. You know, a basic stripe through the middle. I'd want. You know, on this car, I wouldn't want massive liveries anyway. Like a double stripe would be nice to see, or you know, more in keeping with a Trans Am. You know, a Firebird. Although I don't think this is a Firebird. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you could put a Firebird on the bonnet. That at least it's Trans Am theme, though, isn't it? Actually, maybe they did. Maybe it was a later version that came with the. I think it was a later version that came with the Firebird on the bonnet, but it looks similar to this. And you know, there are some similarities to the car. You know, it's taken looks from everything. Anyway, this car is very nice, very nice. If you're a car person, you have to buy this. If you're into American cars, you have to buy this. If you like having fun and you like muscle cars, you have to purchase it. No doubt, no doubt. They've really done it nicely. I mean, look at the lights. Look at the 4 lights on. Very nice indeed. And you can just finish it really nicely. You can change the grille shapes, types. You can do it all. You can do it all. But this looks really, really awesome. I forgot how awesome this car looked. The problem is it was in my traffic light garage for a long time. I've only had it out for the purpose of pulling wheelies. So that's why I've not been driving it as much as I should have. But maybe I should put it in a different garage. I might put it in my. Maybe I'll do that now. I'll take it to my casino and put it in the garage there and replace one of the other muscle cars. So I always like to have a classic muscle car in the casino. Because I like to, you know, remind myself to drive nice cars that are different rather than just the fastest every now and then. You've got to do that in this game. You can't just keep driving the same old car. Anyway, if you found that useful, I love this car. If you found it useful, drop a like and a subscribe. Give me your thoughts on it. I've already asked you enough times. Give me your thoughts on this car, on this build, on my thoughts, my conclusions, etc. Whatever, you know. How are you doing? Are you having a nice day? Are you having a bad day? Talk to me. You know, if you're having a bad day, I'll talk to you. I'm not a proper YouTuber, you know. I don't ignore you guys. Yeah, so yeah, have a great day, and a great weekend as well. Thank you very much for watching, everyone.